enough said, really. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure battles. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. In celebration of Part 5 getting its own adaptation, we'll be looking at the craziest and most badass fight scenes to ever come out of the JoJo anime. Prepare yourselves for a heaping helping of stands and spoilers ahead. Number 10, Joseph vs. Wamuu, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Battle Tendency. Determined to avenge the death of best boy Caesar, Joseph finds himself once again trading blows with the Pillarmen's proudest warrior, albeit with a somewhat gladiatorial twist. In a battle to determine who will earn the Red Stone of Asia, Joseph and Wamuu compete in a chariot race, complete with all manner of weapons, as well as vampiric horses, because why not? Despite being seriously outgunned, JoJo finds a way to win the day by pulling off some pretty elaborate traps, reducing his friend's killer to nothing more than a head. Number 9, Josuke vs. Otoishi, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond is Unbreakable. Armed with a stand capable of manipulating electricity, Otoishi and Red Hot Chili Pepper went on to repeatedly show Josuke the painful side of Californication. Despite being constantly outmaneuvered due to Chili Pepper's lightning-fast speed, the young Josuke refused to allow the murderous team to assassinate his father, implementing Crazy Diamond's deconstruction ability to turn the landscape to his advantage. Given how this guy had been causing trouble for the group since the Nishimura brothers debacle, it was bizarrely satisfying to see him melt apart before our eyes. Number 8, Caesar vs. Wamuu, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Battle Tendency. One of the franchise's most heartbreaking moments, the death of Caesar Antonio Zappelli brought an end to what had been one hell of a bromance, but at least he went out like a champ. Despite managing to corner Wamuu thanks to the ferocious power of his bubble launcher, he still ends up falling victim to the Pillarman's divine sandstorm, getting ripped to shreds in the process. However, no amount of hemorrhaging is enough to stop the Italian stallion from making one last action, channeling the last of his Hamon into a single bubble so Joseph can continue to fight in his stead. Number 7, Jonathan vs. Dio, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood. The feud that started it all. Before the introduction of stands and the rest of the fashionably questionable Joestar lineage, there was only this bulky Englishman and his goal of defeating the man who he had once regarded as his brother. After fighting his way through all manner of zombies, JoJo finally confronts his vampiric nemesis, leading to a final clash that's a far cry from their youthful days of fisticuffs. While Dio's regenerative and freezing abilities certainly present quite the challenge, they're no match for the likes of JoJo's mastery of Hamon. You don't mess with a gentleman that's built like a brick shithouse. Number 6, Iggy vs. Pet Shop. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. Every dog has his day, though who would have guessed that Iggy's would have involved fighting against a killer bird that can barf ice. After finally locating Dio's stronghold, Iggy gets more than he bargained for when he discovers it's being guarded by the most terrifying falcon in anime, one that just so happens to be fond of devouring its prey after it impales them with icicles. What follows is a deadly game of cat and mouse, well, bird and dog, as Iggy desperately tries to elude Pet Shop's seemingly unstoppable stand. Thankfully, it's nothing a little chomp can't solve. Number 5, Jotaro and Koichi vs. Kira. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable. While Dio will forever be an icon of anime villainy, there's no denying that Yoshikage Kira came damn close to reaching that pedestal, especially with fights like this. In one fell swoop, the mass murderer and his killer queen managed to pulverize Koichi and blow enough holes into Jotaro's body that he was practically turned into Swiss cheese. That's not to say he doesn't get his comeuppance, as Koichi's psychological warfare and Jotaro's last-second comeback results in an oh-so-satisfying beatdown. Number 4, Joseph vs. Cars. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Battle Tendency. After successfully gaining the Redstone of Asia, Cars finally succeeded in his goal of becoming the ultimate life form, one who could summon and manipulate life as he saw fit. Faced with these odds, the young Joestar pulls out his ace in the hole, running away, leading to an epic final battle on an active volcano. Things go from bad to really damn bad, as Cars' newfound powers have an answer for everything, save for a series of events that send him rocketing into the vacuum of space. To win such an impossible battle with sheer luck is simply the most Joseph Joestar thing imaginable. Number 3, Iggy and Polnareff vs. Vanilla Ice. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. You wouldn't have thought a guy with a name like that and a stand called Cream could possibly be anything more than comic relief, but you'd be sorely mistaken. As Dio's most dedicated and lethal follower, this vampire proved himself to be the toughest opponent that Polnareff has faced, and need we remind you that he's been messed up by a lot of weirdos. Able to drag the bodies of his victims into an endless void, Vanilla Ice not only managed to obliterate Avdol, but also put an end to our precious pooch too. This was truly a desperate struggle for our heroes, and we're honestly surprised our favorite Frenchman managed to survive. Number 2, Josuke vs. Kira. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable.
喧嘩。
いや、浮いてるんじゃない。
It took numerous arcs and a multitude of hairstyles, but in the end we finally got the battle we had been waiting for. A no-holds-barred slugfest between the Joestar descendant and a serial killer who just wants to live life like a plant.
俺の自動追尾弾だぜ。
With Killer Queen's multitude of ways to cause explosions, as well as Crazy Diamond's handy healing capabilities, this fight was pitch perfect in terms of pacing, cleverness, and impact.
Killer Queen!
Despite being something of an eel known to slip away after each defeat, seeing Kira finally get surrounded might just be the best payoff in JoJo history. Before we reveal our number one pick, here's a few honorable mentions.
Overdriveのビート! 出してみろディオ、スタンド！ザ・ワールド！ バカだ！エメラルドスプラッシュを弾き飛ばすとてめえのことじゃねえか。
Number 1, Jotaro vs. Dio, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. Taking up the mantle handed down by Jonathan and Joseph, the decades-old feud between the Joestars and their immortal foe finally came to an end with this ultimate standoff, and holy hell, was it incredible. Yes, Jotaro pulling off the time stop was a surprise, but the real highlight was the beautiful brutality of seeing Star Platinum and the world exchange blows. Dio may have had unlimited power at his fingertips, but he unfortunately forgot the number one rule. You don't piss off Jotaro Kujo. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.